What if I told you your Toyota's engine could outlast your mortgage? Most drivers think 200,000 miles is high mileage, but that's just the warm-up for a well-maintained Toyota. Today, I'll reveal the exact 5-minute maintenance trick that keeps your Camry or Lexus LX running like new past 300,000 miles. And the last one, dealerships charge $200 for it, but you can do it for free with just a screwdriver. Let's get started. Reset number 1. Steering angle. Sensor reset. Is your Toyota's traction control light suddenly on? Maybe your car pulls slightly to one side after a tire rotation or alignment. Here's a little-known trick mechanics use but rarely share: the steering angle sensor reset. And guess what? You can do it at home. No tools, no scanner, no cost. Here's why it matters. Your Toyota's stability control system relies on a tiny sensor in the steering wheel that tells the computer where straight ahead is. However, when you get in alignment, rotate your tires, or even disconnect the battery, that sensor can become misaligned. The result? Traction control lights, VSC warnings, or even slight steering drift. Luckily, there's a quick DIY reset that takes under 60 seconds. Here's how to do it. Start the engine and make sure you're parked on level ground. Turn the steering wheel all the way to the left, then fully to the right. Now, center the wheel perfectly. Driving in a straight line at low speed, about 10 to 20 feet is enough. That's it. The system recalibrates itself and relearns your new center point. If you've just had a wheel alignment or replaced suspension parts, always do this afterward. It could save you a trip to the dealership and a $150 diagnostic fee. Number 2. Key fob reprogramming reset. Ever replace the battery in your Toyota's key fob, only to find that it suddenly stops working? Or maybe you've got a spare remote that won't unlock the doors anymore. Before you head to the dealership and pay $100 just to reprogram it, try this simple key fob reset at home. It takes 60 seconds, costs nothing, and works like a charm on most Toyotas from the early 2000s to mid-2010. Here's what's going on. When the fob's battery dies or your car battery gets disconnected, the signal pairing between the car and remote can get disrupted, but you can resync them manually with this hidden ignition trick. Here's the step-by-step. Sit in the driver's seat with all doors closed. Insert and remove the key from the ignition twice within 5 seconds. Close and open the driver's door twice. Insert the key again. Turn it to the on position. Don't start the car. Then back to off and remove it. Now press any button on your key fob. If done correctly, the doors will lock and unlock automatically, confirming the pairing was successful. This works on most Toyota Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, and even Lexus models. It's a simple fix that could save you a dealership trip and get your key working like new. Number 3. AC control reset. Your Toyota's AC used to blow cold like the Arctic, but now it's acting up. Maybe it only works on certain settings, blows warm air even when it says cold, or doesn't respond when you change the temperature or airflow. Before you start replacing pricey blower motors or climate control panels, try this HVAC control reset, a hidden trick that can restore your AC to like new behavior in under 5 minutes. Here's what's happening. Modern Toyotas use electronic actuators to manage airflow direction, temperature blend, and fan speed. These systems can lose calibration after a dead battery, pulled HVAC fuse, or sensor glitch. Instead of heading to the dealer for a climate control recalibration, you can reset it right at home. Here's how to do it. Turn the ignition off and make sure the AC is completely turned off. Disconnect the negative battery terminal for at least 5 minutes. Reconnect the battery and turn the ignition on. But don't start the engine yet. Set the AC to auto mode and turn the temperature to full cold. Let the system run for about 1 to 2 minutes while the actuators recalibrate. Boom! You've just taught your AC how to behave again. No wrench needed. This fixes weird airflow issues, unresponsive temperature controls, or uneven cooling. Try it before spending a dime on repairs. Number 4. Sunroof Relearn Reset. Is your Toyota's sunroof acting possessed? Maybe it stops halfway, refuses to close with one touch, or opens but won't shut unless you baby the button. Don't worry, it's not broken. It just forgot its open and closed position. Luckily, there's a simple sunroof relearn reset you can do in your driveway. No tools, no dealer, no stress. Here's why it happens. Your sunroof motor relies on endpoint calibration, meaning it memorizes exactly where the glass should stop when fully open or fully closed. But disconnecting the battery, dead fob batteries, or even pulling a fuse briefly can mess with that memory. When that happens, the sunroof enters limp mode to avoid damaging the motor. Here's how to reset it. Turn the ignition to the on position. Don't start the engine. Slide the sunroof fully open using the switch. Once it's open, keep holding the switch for 10 more seconds. Then, slide it fully closed. And again, hold for 10 more seconds once shut. Now, test the one-touch function. It should work perfectly again. This reset works on most Camrys, RAV4s, Highlanders, and Lexus models. Anytime your sunroof acts glitchy after a battery change, try this first. It saves time, money, and a trip to the dealership. If you're enjoying this video, consider watching this video, where I have shared 13 habits that will make your Toyota last over 500K miles. Number 5. MAF sensor relearn reset. So you cleaned or replaced your Toyota's MAF sensor, but now the car runs worse than before. Maybe it's hesitating, idling roughly, or burning gas like there's a hole in the tank. Don't worry, your sensor isn't bad. It just needs to be retrained. That's right, your car has to relearn the airflow coming in, and there's a simple reset to make that happen fast. The mass airflow sensor tells the ECU exactly how much air is entering the engine so it can mix in the right amount of fuel. But when you clean or replace it, the ECU keeps using outdated fuel trims, leading to all kinds of weird performance issues. Here's the foolproof reset method. Disconnect the battery for at least 15 minutes to clear the stored fuel trim. Reconnect the battery, start the engine, and let it idle for 5 minutes. No revving, no AC. Take a test drive for at least 10 to 15 minutes with mixed speeds. Stop and go, plus some light highway. This tells the ECU, hey, I've got clean airflow now. Adjust accordingly. Perfect after cleaning MAF sensors, replacing air filters, or fixing intake leak. And it brings back your smooth idle, crisp throttle response and better MPG. Number 6. Brake light switch. Reset. Ever tried shifting your Toyota out of park only to find it stuck like it's glued in place? Or maybe your brake lights suddenly stop working, even though the bulbs are fine. Before you assume it's an electrical issue or call a tow truck, try this brake light switch reset. It's one of the most overlooked fixes, and it solves a bunch of annoying problems instantly. Here's the deal. Your Toyota uses a small switch behind the brake pedal to detect when you're pressing the brake. That signal is crucial. It tells the ECU to unlock the gear shifter and turns on your rear brake light. But after a battery change, fuse replacement, or even rough pedal use, the switch can shift slightly out of position. Here's how to reset it. Sit in the driver's seat and press the brake pedal fully to the floor. Release it slowly, then press it again firmly. If there's still no response, gently reach behind the pedal and adjust the switch. A small clockwise or counterclockwise turn usually does the trick. Try shifting now. Brake lights working? You just saved yourself a repair bill. Pro tip. If this keeps happening, consider replacing the switch. It's a $10 part, not a $100 diagnosis. Number 7. Seatbelt warning. Light reset. Ever buckle your seatbelt and that annoying chime still won't stop? Or maybe the seatbelt warning light keeps flashing even though everyone's buckled up tight. Before you yank the buzzer out or blame the sensor, try this clever seatbelt warning light reset. It's a quirky little fix Toyota doesn't mention, but it works. Here's what's happening. Toyota's seatbelt system uses a sensor in the buckle that talks to the ECU. Over time, especially after a battery disconnect or fuse issue. That sensor can lose sync. The car thinks nobody's buckled, even when you are, and keeps reminding you like an overprotective parent. Here's how to perform the reset. First, turn the ignition to the on position, but don't start the engine. You want all the dashboard lights on. Now focus on the driver's seatbelt. With a steady rhythm, buckle and unbuckle the seatbelt around 20 times. Try to do this within about 30 seconds. Not too slow, but no need to rush like a game show contestant. The goal is to send a repeated signal to the ECU that the seatbelt is working fine. As you finish up, keep an eye on the seatbelt warning light. You might see it flicker, fade out, or even hear a faint beep. That's your car's way of saying, "Got it." This quick sequence forces the system to recalibrate the seatbelt sensor logic. It works great after battery changes, fuse swaps, or whenever the seatbelt chime won't stop. If the light or sound doesn't go away, check for anything jammed in the buckle. Crumbs or debris can mess with the sensor. A little cleaning might be all it takes. Pro tip: if the reset fails, check for dirt or crumbs inside the buckle, which can block the signal. A quick spray of compressed air usually clears it right up. This fix works on most Toyotas and Lexus from the mid-2000s onward. And best of all, it's totally free. Now, if you find this video helpful, then be sure to watch this video where I've shared insider secrets to make your Toyota run like new.